Hi guys, I hope everyone's had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. So I decided to kind of get a really good reset going on in the house. We usually take our Christmas decorations down between Christmas and New Year. A lot of the time it ends up being Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day. So that is what I did this year. I don't like to go into the new year with Christmas decorations up. I really like to be able to start afresh. And I just really like to have the house back in order so you can kind of get back to doing our usual daily stuff. So as you can see, I'm just kind of taking down the Christmas tree in the living room, taking down all the decorations, just trying to get everything tidied away. This year, obviously, we bought some fresh decorations for the tree because we didn't really have any, and I'm hoping to expand that next year. We did have a lot of mess after the frosted tree, and I was covered in the fake snow, but I'll show you a hack on how to get rid of that, especially from clothing later on. But otherwise, I'm just trying to pack everything away into our really useful box. We've used this box years upon years, and it's just so helpful. It's really sturdy, it keeps everything dry. We've not had any mold problems with it, so we really love that box. We've used it for years. And then last year I think it was, we got the tree bag. That was something we kind of invested in when we ended up getting 2 trees. We were only supposed to have 1 tree up, but we ended up putting a second one in the kitchen, even though we didn't actually decorate it. It's a long story, but yeah, it ended up in the kitchen, and I don't know if we'll put it up next year. I don't know. Either way, that's it. The only problem is, because of the tree skirt that I've got, it's the wicker basket. There's not really anywhere for it to go. It just kind of gets stored on its own. So I kind of need to think of what to do long term for that in terms of storage, because this is all going to go in the garage now, whereas before it was actually in Cora's parents' loft, because when we moved house it kind of all went there and so on. So I do need to think about where we're going to put all that in the new house. So yeah, I didn't dress my best this day, don't judge me. I really just wanted to get things done. I'm in leggings, like my workout leggings, and just a big baggy top, and yeah. Oh, that's our Christmas pickle. Does anybody have one of these? I think it's an American thing, but me and Cora used to call each other pickle. When we first met, for some reason it stuck, we called each other pickle, and we went to New York for my birthday / Christmas present, our first year together. And we saw it in, where did we go? The bookstore, the book place, Barnes and Noble, is that what it's called? We went in there and saw it unreduced, because it was obviously after Christmas, because we went in January. And so we bought it, and that was our first ever Christmas decoration together. Even though we weren't living together at the time. No, we weren't. But yeah, so that was our first Christmas decoration we bought together, the Christmas pickle. So yeah, it's our thing. We put it on every year. It's been with us. We worked out that me and Cora have actually been together 9 years next year. So wow, I know, crazy. But yes, the Christmas pickle is a thing. I think it's an American thing. I don't think the English I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's just our joke. You can see I'm actually undoing the lights, because this Christmas's tree is like a pre-lit one. It's like I got all the lights already included, which saves so much time, but I did put a second lot on because it looked quite dim. I don't know if anybody else has got a pre-lit Christmas tree. Also, I didn't realise this tree was as slim as it is. I think I might Christmas trees are so expensive, and I was thinking about getting a new one that was bigger, because we've got a bigger space. But then, I don't know, they're just so expensive. I saw the one in the range, and it was half price, and I was like, £99 at half price. And I was like, is that real? Do people really pay £200 for a Christmas tree? And I thought, no, that can't be right. Nobody pays that. Didn't even look that nice of a Christmas tree. It didn't really look that real. It looked real fake. So I was a bit like, no, I'll stick with what I've got. But yeah, maybe we'll have to get a real Christmas tree. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'd love that. That'd be terrible. Cora would never let me have one, but I'd love it. So yes, this was the tree that was supposed to not be here. It was supposed to be at Cora's parents' house, but they didn't put it up. So it came to us and I ended up putting it there. We had so much stuff going on in the house. There was stuff everywhere. There was tidying, there was cleaning, there was so much washing. Oliver was helping me do the washing. Bless him, look at his little face. I think it was like Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve. Does anybody else do that as well? Christmas Eve? Like the 23rd, it's Christmas Eve. Anyway, I digress. So on Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve, I worked really hard and got like 2 to 3 loads of washing done, so then I didn't have to think about doing any for like a good couple of days. And then I looked at the wash basket on when I was filming this, so it was like the 27th, I think. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of washing to say we've not really been anywhere or done anything, and it's literally been 2 days. I had so much washing to do, and I was running out of underwear, we were running out of socks, and all these other things. So I was like, oh, well, the washing baskets are overflowing. I'm going to have to do some. I also, like, took all our Christmas pyjamas and Christmas jumpers and washed those and just threw everything. I also had to do an extra load of bedding because for some reason Oliver had an allergic reaction to something. We think it might have been some pyjamas he got. And so I decided to strip everything that was kind of like contaminated. And yeah, so I had to do some extra washing just to try and get rid of anything that might have been contaminated with something that made Oliver have a reaction. So yeah, I made some extra washing for myself there, but never mind. So thankfully we didn't have a lot of Christmas decorations around the house. It was mainly the tree that was the biggest part, but it was just more of all the other stuff. So much washing, so many other things to kind of tidy away. This is the box, obviously, with our little penguin in. So funny thing is that penguin, the big like felted one, when we used to have our cat Mittens, who now lives with Cora's parents, she used to attack the heck out of that penguin. She was, because I think it was wool, she would smell it. So she like literally like would attack it and like scrape at it and everything. It used to be so funny. And we used to have to try and hide it and put it somewhere high, but she'd always find it. But yeah, she used to love that little penguin. Look at the hallway. Shoes, there's an odd sock on the floor, there's just stuff everywhere. The kitchen became such a dumping ground for like Christmas gifts, food, coats, shoes, anything I'd bought in the Boxing Day sales. I am doing a video on that. It was coming at you. I just need to actually feel well enough to do it, because right now I feel like death. Oliver's favourite game to play right now is empty the cupboards in the kitchen. So I'd spend a lot of my time picking up after him and putting those. If you do see a little hand every so often, it's because Oliver was helping film some of these days. So funny thing is, on the Wednesday he was supposed to be back at nursery, but their boiler broke. So we ended up staying at home, all the 3 of us. Maybe a good job because he wasn't his full self, but we thought it was fine for nursery. But he did kind of end up having like 2 or 3 naps that day, which is unlike him. So you can see I'm just sorting through my lights and darks and kind of trying to figure out. I did like a priority wash. So I went through all the stuff and was like, what really needs washing? What are we going to need first? Because the Christmas jumpers we weren't going to need anymore. So I put them to a side. So I was like, right, anything that's socks, anything underwear, anything that maybe is like for us in our wardrobe that we need, I kind of picked out and put in first. Like I had like 2 pairs of jeans and I'm thinking, I'm going to need those. Like I'm going to want to start wearing those again. Now I've done with my maybe like black jeans for a little while. On my tights, I tend to wear tights over Christmas just to try and look a little fancy. Don't ask me why. I wouldn't wear them for the rest of the year. I just wear them then. We've got some tools, like you do in the utility room. They need to go back in the garage. Fun fact, still not moved them. They are still there, but I am working on it. Trust me, trying, and I'm working on it. So I'm just trying to clean the kitchen. Also, biggest win of the year, we got one of these Alexa TV things. I don't know what they're called. I will try and find it and link it below. But it's fantastic. So instead of having an actual TV in the kitchen, which is something we didn't really want to do, but we enjoy having something on in the background when we eat, we had Cora found one of these Alexa things, but it shows us as reminders, a shopping list, we can browse other things on it, and we can use it as a TV, so we can watch YouTube on it and other stuff. So we have loved having that this year. It's been so handy, and I cheat and put like Coco Melon or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and stuff like that on YouTube for Oliver to watch while I'm trying to do tidying in the kitchen. So I can keep an eye on him, knowing he's like not climbing something he shouldn't, and also he's entertained to a degree. He's really got into my tripod. He loves playing with a tripod. So as you might see, I'm not well on either of these days. So I did this big clean of 2 days. But the first day I kind of took all the Christmas decorations down, kind of sorted stuff away, the stuff like that. And then the second day I did a cleaning. So I actually cleaned rooms. I tried to get on top of back on top of my cleaning routine. I think that's the only thing sometimes with Christmas, like this kind of thing, is that like things just completely go out the window because you're like, it's Christmas. You're like, I shouldn't eat so much chocolate. You're like, it doesn't matter, it's Christmas. I should probably do something. No, don't, it's Christmas. You make so many allowances for yourself because it's Christmas. So yeah, this is me trying to get back on top of everything, get back into a routine, get on top of all the washing, the dishwasher, the cleaning routine. We had so much food in the fridge that we needed to kind of figure out what was going to be frozen, what we needed to use, stuff like that. So a lot of kind of sorting in that sense. And so that was difficult. But maybe, yeah. Also, I loved having somewhere to put our stockings this year because for the past, I don't know how many years, we've never actually had anywhere to put them because we've never had a fireplace. So having somewhere like the banister area this time was wonderful to have somewhere to hang the stockings, because before we've had terraced houses, so the stairs are in the middle of so there's a wall on both sides, so there's not an actual banister area going up. So yeah, it was nice to have somewhere to put the stockings, but I do want to make some personalised ones, and I really do. I'm tempted to do it next year, but then if we have a second baby, I'm going to have to try and find the materials again, and that's difficult. So I don't know. We'll think on that one. That's a long way away. So everything went in my 64-litre box, and then this went in the garage. Luckily, everything fit in really nicely. I didn't have to really squash anything in. So yeah, I'm just stacking everything to go in the garage in that corner, ready to take. That's my area. If it goes over there in that corner of the kitchen, that's because it's going to the garage. It's terrible. But then sometimes I'd rather stock things up for a little while and take it all in one go rather than do several million trips back and forth to the garage, especially when it's cold and we're outside. There's nothing worse. I know it's not far, literally it's there, but this is the lazy girl inside of me that's just thinking, nah, I don't want to do it. So yes, managed to get everything in. I really need to sort out the garage, so I might do a video on that about like organising our garage. I'll show you what's in there, what we do in there, what all the stuff, and how we organise some of our like home stuff, like paint and other stuff. So you can see me walking around now with all the white. I got a lint roller, fantastic these things, and I just rolled myself down. I even used it on the sofa just because the sofa had some on too. So yeah, that is my little hack if you have a frosted Christmas tree. That's my hack. I've just remembered I've not actually taken my wreath off the front door. I'll have to do that tonight. This is me doing more washing. I must have done. I've done maybe like 3 or 4 million loads. I'm pretty sure in the last 24 hours. I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6. But yeah, so I probably should just put on some nice music for you now and let you just watch and listen to some soothing music while I clean the house. So here I am tidying up the kitchen again. I tidied it a lot. Bless, look at Oliver, just wanting to get out. He loves just following either of us around the house. So yeah, I need to do a really big clean and tidy of the garage. So I might do a video on it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, because I want to do it. It would be really good to do it. It needs to be done. So let me know if you want to see that, and then I can show you kind of our storage solutions in there. Like we keep excess of like washing tablets, laundry detergent, all stuff like that. I'm just now trying to like kind of gather things together that need to go places, clear up. Toast, that's my fault. I burnt Oliver's toast that morning, so I made him a fresh piece of toast and just threw that one on the side. I should have just gone and put it in the bin. I'm really sorry, I sound full of cold. I'm trying not to sound so ill, but it's just that time of year. We've all been hit with it in this house. My sisters, I've got 2 sisters, and even them 2, and their kids have been ill. My parents, so it's just going round apparently. Whatever it is, it's just everybody's been ill. I love being able to get the dishwasher done because I love, even if you don't set it going, it's so nice to get it done because it clears everything off the surface. And then it kind of makes everything look clean and tidy even though it's not clean. The dishwasher is just a great hiding place for dirty pots. Do you call them pots? What do you call them? Dishes? You know what I mean. There's so many terms in the English language for stuff like this. I love it. I love stuff like this that people come up with. Like the whole debate about bread cake versus cob versus anything else. Like, I've got friends from university, and one's from Cambridge, one's from Sheffield, one's from Shrewsbury, which is the border of England and Wales, and another one from Nottingham. And we all have a different version of what we call a bread cake / cob / something else. So let me know in the comments what you would call a bread cake or a bread bun, or what you'd have your bacon sandwich in the comments. Let me know, because I love hearing stuff like this, like how much we can have different language and different names for things, even though we're like an hour away from each other. I love stuff like that. I think it's hilarious. So yeah, I'm just trying to tidy up, put things away, trying to get on top of the kitchen. Thankfully the kitchen wasn't too dirty, it was just more untidy. Look at that nice little pot on the floor. Oliver loves this drawer. He pulls everything out, likes to play with it. I need to get him some pots and pans for his new kitchen, but I'll think about that another time. He's just had so much for Christmas. More stuff in the house is not what I'm rushing to do right now. Does anybody else end up getting loads of like chocolate as well for Christmas and they've got nowhere to put it? Like, if you saw our cupboards, look at it. It's just stuffed in. It's just stuffed so much. I need to go through it and kind of get rid of, maybe a declutter of the food. Maybe that would be a better video. Maybe I'll do that. A declutter. Oh, I got some hot chocolate things from Cora and some friends. I just then again needed to find out where the heck I'm going to store them. Oh, the cupboards are busted. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I don't know. Oh, recycling. Oliver will play with that later. Ugh. So this was me stripping the bedding and putting fresh bedding on after we'd had a little allergic reaction scare with Oliver. For some reason, it came out in a massive rash. We don't know if it was some pyjamas that I'd bought or we'd got some from for him. So we don't know what it was. It could have been anything from even something he ate. Thankfully, he was fine. But we were worried, so literally we stripped anything that we'd both worn that night, and bedding and everything like that got changed just because it's not worth it continuing if it didn't need to. I love this bedding. It's like waffle bedding. It's from George Asda, but there's just something wrong with it because we have IKEA duvet and IKEA pillows that they don't match up properly, like size-wise. So the bedding's like too bulky for the duvet case. So I think I might have to buy a new one because if not, the bedding's really awkward. I know it's really lame, but when you're in bed and you just want to be able to have nice bedding. I've got a real thing about like nice bedding and like sleep. Even though I don't seem to be having much of that recently, the sleep part. Oh, I love this. This is so satisfying. The dust filter thing, the lint filter in your dryer. Oh, wonderful. Does anyone else think that, or is it just me? I know people save the lint and make it into something. I don't know what, but people do it, right? I'm sure people do. So yeah, this was my like 5th load of washing over the last 24 hours. This was bedding. There was no rush to get the bedding clean again, but I just didn't want it lingering because it was so big. It takes up a lot of space in the utility room, so I was like, I might as well just get it washed and sorted. And yes, more sorting of laundry because you've never got enough. So I went through all that, made sure it all got put upstairs and put away. But you'll see me putting it away when I tidy the bedrooms later. But yeah, so whole load of washing. That was like my 3rd dark wash. We don't even have that much dark clothing, I don't think. Mostly Cora, but not me. I don't know. It don't really matter. So yeah, sorting through all the washing. I find it so satisfying to do the washing, like the laundry. I think if I could, any job in the world, no matter what it, like if money was no object, I think I would be so happy working in a laundrette. I find it so satisfying to like wash and fold clothes. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I wouldn't like it when the clothes are dirty. I don't know, but I do find it very satisfying. Ironing as well. We don't own an iron. I don't iron clothes. You might tell from the fact that my shirt is so crinkly, but I do enjoy ironing. So I managed to get round and tidy and clean, dust and clean both bedrooms upstairs, which was nice because after us spending a lot of time in them, especially now we're feeling ill, I think when you're feeling ill, sometimes it's nice to kind of refresh your spaces. I think like you getting a shower makes you feel better, cleaning your space and tidying it and like making it feel clean and fresh and opening the windows can really help you kind of draw a line under the illness and move on. Even if you're still feeling ill, I think sometimes it helps lift you up a little, just to kind of be like, right, come on, let's get past this illness, let's get back on track, especially because we are going away soon, in a matter of like 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. 3 weeks, yes. We go away in 3 weeks, so obviously a lot of this I'm like, I need to make sure everything's tidy and clean, and yes, I'm going to do like a 3 million more cleaning sessions before we go away, but I think sometimes it's nice to get back into it, especially after Christmas when you've felt like you've done a lot of sitting around or rushing around. What does everybody do for Christmas? On New Year. We don't do anything for New Year anymore. Christmas we just visit both parents and my sisters, and then that's it. But we are looking to host Christmas next year. So look forward to that video because that should be fun. You should just see me running around like a headless chicken. I'm just putting away some of the Christmas outfits that we had for Oliver that we're no longer going to need under the bed. If you want to see more about how we store our future baby clothes, I've got a video coming real soon for that one. So that is going to be up on my channel in January. So I will leave a link if I can to it, or just keep an eye out for it because it's very interesting and it might help you if you're looking to store clothes that your first child has grown out of but you want to keep them for the next one. So I'm cleaning and tidying Oliver's bedroom, putting away his fresh washing, kind of just resetting his room. The whole house needed a reset, so this is what I was kind of really hoping to achieve. So I do need to finish doing some organisation in there. I managed to pull out a lot of his pyjamas that he'd grown out of. I didn't realise he had so many, and then I pulled them out and now he's got a normal amount, but he had so many, and I kept having to work around them, but now I've pulled them out, it's way better. So yeah, I'm just working on his room. A lot of the time when I'm putting his washing out, I don't put each piece away at a time. I make like piles, so I'm like vests, pyjamas, things to hang, and like trousers. And then I find it easier to like bulk put them away in them categories. I don't know how everybody else does it, but that's just how I do it. And then I've got this little hack for his pyjamas. So I like to put his pyjamas on as a set. So what I do is fold the t-shirt. So I'll put the t-shirt out, fold the arms in, and before I fold it up in half, I put the folded bottoms in the middle and then fold the t-shirt up, and then the bottoms are like encased in the top, so then you've always got the matching bottoms. So yeah, that's my hack. If you want to use it, go for it, enjoy it. I love doing it because I like to keep them matching and together because I'm a nerd, but I also think it just makes it easy. You don't have to try and pull out a top and a bottom every time. They are just together, and it makes it so much easier, especially because after bath time, sometimes Oliver's just like, I'm trying to get him to calm down, and he can be like too busy wanting to go play and this, that and other, so sometimes he's a little bit hard to like wrestle down. So sometimes it's just easy knowing that the pyjamas are already partnered up and I can just pull them out, get them on him, and it's done. Oh, how beautiful is this little wooden train? My cousin and his girlfriend, fiance, bought him this for his birthday, and it's so cute. I love it. Oh, the bathrooms. The bathrooms are probably one of the worst hit areas in the house. I think, for one, we've been ill. Two, we've just done a lot of like haphazard get ready because we've got to go somewhere kind of thing. And then you can see that there's like loads of toys. I need to go through all of his bath toys because he got loads of new ones for Christmas. He got one for his birthday. So I kind of need to go through everything and be like, right, that can go there, that can go away. Maybe I just need to do a declutter. Some can go into storage to be kind of rotated out. I feel like we're rotating everything from books, toys, clothes, bath toys. He's got so much stuff. I'm kind of glad there's not a birthday or Christmas for a year now, because I think we're done. We are done on stuff. So yeah, this is me now just trying to clean the bathroom, get it nice and clean for us. I hate cleaning bathrooms. They can be one of the most rewarding spaces, but also not rewarding because I just feel like my bathrooms are always streaky with stuff. Like, maybe I just need to use a bathroom cleaner instead. I don't know. I need to figure it out. But let me know in the comments what you use to clean your bathroom, because I'd love some suggestions to be able to get non-streaky looking, especially the glass. The glass is the hardest because it gets stained with the water I'm really struggling to get those clean, like the shower doors and the little bath shower door thing. They're all the same. They're all bad. They're all like really badly watermarked, and I'm trying to clean it off, but it's really hard, and it's just not easy. So if you've got a hack for that, let me know in the comments, because I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm mainly finishing off with the kitchen, because obviously it's the most high traffic area in the house. Oliver's really got into the vacuum. He loves the vacuum now. So he likes to help me go around the house. This was from lunch. We had tuna sweet corn pasta, and it went everywhere on the floor. Oliver loved it. But yes, it went everywhere. This is Oliver actually holding onto the phone. So yes, don't mind the little fingers in the way. That's just him playing with the tripod. Yeah, I did say he loves it, but yeah, you can see him in the shadow trying to play with it. So I'm finishing off doing the kitchen, the floor, just to get rid of that sweet corn from lunch. Just trying to kind of clean as much as I can, just so we can get into a nice routine again. So still trying to play with the tripod. It's too funny. And then this is me just folding up the last load of washing of the day. This was the bedding, ready to go back on in probably like a few days' time, just because I'll get fed up of this waffle bedding that we've got on currently. So yeah. Does anyone else find it really hard to fold bottom sheets? Like the fitted ones. I've tried that thing where you fold them with the corners thing. You'll see me like struggling a little here and be like, I kind of go, I don't know what I'm doing. I know it's better if you can lay it out, but then I've got to lay it on a dirty floor, and then it takes the kind of point away of washing it in the first place. So if anyone can guide me on how to fold a double fitted sheet, feel free to leave a link or a comment about it in the description, because I need help. And then the last thing of the evening was to take down the Christmas cards. I just recycled these. But yes, so that was the last thing I needed to do. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a lovely new year.